This playthrough is rated T for teen.
You know, you got to give Falcom credit. They know how to make awesome end area music. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with a Let's End This. And this time it's East 9, Monstrum Nox or something like that. The 9th in the famous E-series by Falcom. This one was produced by Nippon Ichi Games, and we're at the final area, which is the Balcom Fortress. Or Balduk Fortress. I don't know, I say Balcom all of a sudden. I think it's because I was saying Falcom earlier. Anyway, Adol and his group, or his heroes for this specific game, have gone to the fortress, and we're about to fight the, I forgot the villain's name again, even though I've just been playing this recently. Hold on, let me look it up. Zola, the alchemist who lived 500 years ago, and, well, let's just say some stuff happened in between, and we'll find it out over the course of the story, but and obviously, as all that's in this is going to be heavy spoilery, so for those who don't want to be spoiled for the end of the game, you know, I can talk about the end finale, because or the last area, because it's pretty obvious when you first play the game where you're going to go, but I don't want to go too far. I mean, the game's going to spoil eventually. I'm just holding it out for those who don't want to spoil in the first, like, 5 minutes or something like that, so I'm just getting the last little bits of the map. There's an achievement if you, or a trophy achievement, whatever game system you're playing this on, where you fill out all the maps. We should be pretty close to the end of the game. Like, I think I'm at the final floor, and there's, like, so many bosses left, too. At least let me look at the records. Yeah, I've got, like, 2 more treasures, and, like, 5 monsters to fight, and the people stuff, the people entry logs, I'll get that by just beating the game and getting to the credits and everything like that, so... oh yeah, I guess I should talk about my build really quick. So, alright, so I could use any of the other characters. I just need to have a better time with the current group I'm equipped with. So we got Adol, obviously Adol the Red, the hero of the E-series. For the most part was a silent protagonist until like the 8th game. They may have added in the 7th game too, but in the 8th game they started giving him kind of a voice when he attacks, and in the 9th game they've had him talk. Not officially, but more than often than he did before, especially with how the story went. So we got him with the Tyrant Nog, which is the best ultimate weapon for him, the Taliesin, or Tealson, the best armor of the game, as you can look at the stats there. Oh yeah, I guess I should swap that out. Yeah, let's give him the Crown of Dawning, because that'll give him all damage types and absorb armor. And I guess at this point I don't really need SP cost lowering. I guess I could, but let's see. I guess I could give him the ring I got for playing the East 8 on this console, I guess. It's not the best accessory. Probably the best accessory is probably the Hero's Cloak, which gives you, like... Actually, maybe I should equip that on him instead. Or the Wanderer's Cloak, because those are stats based off how far you've... let's see. Hero Cloak is how many foes you killed. I forgot how many it takes to get the max, which is 100 strength, 100 defense. And then the Wonders Cloak, which is distance traveled, which I forgot how much requires that too. But anyway, this is Yufa. She's basically the cowgirl of the group, or bull, I guess in this case, because she's called the Raging Bull. But she acts kind of like the farm girl type of character. Strong, super strong, but she is super strong and hyper. And yet she gets embarrassed at like the silliest things, the typical archetype there. But she's fun to have around. The Optimus character. Then we got Credo, who's basically the I want a tough fight type of character, and kind of butts heads with everyone, and says I'm not one of you, I'm not part of the group. Oh wait, I'm a part of the group because the story requires it, type of guy. The lone wolf, even though lone wolves die alone because wolves don't hunt in packs. But anyway, or the dark hero, what do you want to call? I'm going the Ariosto, which is his best weapon. Oh yeah, Yufa's best weapon is a Dumble. Yeah, I gave him the Holy Sword Hill, which is part of quest. The Elbow Ring, which does more damage to lemurs. Which I guess for the finale, I don't need that. I saved that. I used that on the Mega Boss of the game. So yeah, his big thing is he's decently strong, but his big thing is about like evasion and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just give him Shadow Shoes or something like that. Then we've also got the Living Doll, Anemona, who her code name is Doll. She has the Personette. I'm not using her, but she's a good character. I'm just not using her first. I do like her running cycle. where it looks like she's skating. Let me show you really quick just to show off her run cycle. Yeah, see, well, it's because she's a doll, right? So she skates around. Okay, and then we've also got Jules here. He's basically the ranged character of the group. He uses his staff to attack things, and a lot of his abilities are based off that. That's why I don't want to use him at least as the main character. I guess he'd be a good support character for the party while attacking people, but I'm sticking with my group. And then we've got Krisha. She's oh yeah, and he's kind of a loner type too, but he's more the intellectual type archetype character, and Anamona is the I'm a doll, I have no soul, oh wait, I have a soul, that type of thing. And then Krisha is the cat girl of the group, of course. You gotta have those in a Japanese game. She's the, I guess if there had to be a main female lead outside of Adol, I guess it's kind of her. Either that or the other. No, I guess it's technically Rosavita or Aprilis, the other girl. But she's the one who hangs out with Adol the most, like in all cutscenes. You know, in every East game, there's always that like one female character that falls in love with Adol, or at least really admires him to the point of almost not quite obsession, but pretty close. And Krisha is the girl for this game. Yeah, I'm not using her other. Not that she's not a bad character. I just like using the character. And I thought I'd record during the final level of the game. Oh yeah, I'm using the. I forgot to talk about the sacramentals. These are bonus things you can use during. I probably don't need the rare item drop anymore, but yeah, let's just give the Gale Boots so I can run faster. Yeah, we got extra skill preservation, dash speed, have to give gauge consumption, which I'm probably not going to be using much gifts anyway. Airy Seal for boosting my boost gauge so we can do crucial abilities, and Golden Hair Pouch for money, because I think money transfers to New Game Plus. Technically, I don't need the gift gauge consumption thing anymore. I'll quit the Eagle thing just so I don't have to map the areas too much. Oh yeah, and the characters that join you talk like a lot. Well, not an annoying part. Sometimes they can get annoying depending, but it's not like they don't. Well, if you're playing them and you activate an ability of theirs, then yeah, they'll talk a lot. I'm pretty OP for this, and I'm playing normal mode too. The reason I'm playing normal mode is one, obviously I want to see what the game's like if you play it, but weirdly enough, this is probably the easiest East game I've ever played, actually. Just in terms of like difficulty and everything like that. And you're probably like, well, you haven't played the harder difficulties. Well, in the previous games when I played normal mode, there was a couple of bosses that, you know, without grinding or whatever, I would have trouble fighting. Like, I'd still beat them maybe, but they would almost kill me a few times. In this game, you get like way too many healing like items or ways to cure yourself and stuff like this, so it just makes the game easy. And I've heard even though Nightmare Mode does like double damage to you, I've heard that's like really easy to beat too. Which I heard the suggestion for the trophy hunters out there is to play the game on easy or normal, and then New Game Plus it, and then just play. And then when you start the game, choose Nightmare Mode, because you need to play Nightmare Mode to beat the to get all trophies for those who are trophy hunting. Yeah, see, I'm just wrecking through people. There's actually there's like a prison you can go to earlier where you can fight like a level 90 character. If you keep killing him, he gives you like a ton of experience, so it's probably better to go there. Should be at the final. Should be a final like treasure chest around here somewhere.
I feel something strange from the other side of that door.
Take a breather, and we should assume our destination lies beyond it.
It could be a trap. Don't let your guard down.
They're basically saying, hey, the finale is right up ahead, so let's get the. This should be the last treasure of the game.
A treasure chest.
A defense elixir? Really? Okay, whatever. I mean, they're good, I guess. And I probably could have used my money and stuff to buy more defense elixirs. I have enough items, but I think I should be fine for new. And I have a save before New Game Plus anyway. Oh yeah, I could probably use these pretty soon too. I might make a save and then I'll just do that off screen. You want to save these till at the end for those who want the level 99 achievement. During the course of the game, you get these free like +1 items or +1 level items, which you use them, you automatically gain a level. So you want to save them to the very end so you can max someone out. I'm just gonna leave my level as is, just because of how easy it is. Oh, we even maxed out the game too, or the map, so we don't need this anymore. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're ready to go. So Yeah, I think we've got quite a few boss fights up ahead if I recall. I think there's like 3 or 4. You sense something strange from within. This must be as deep as the fortress goes. Prepare yourself before pressing ahead. Open the door and commence the final battle? Don't go in! Don't do it! Oh, there's no dialogue. Okay. Sometimes if you ignore or don't do something, sometimes there'll be dialogue for it, but never mind. Alright, it's basically saying, yeah, final stage, go in. So, yeah, we're playing this mainly for the story because, like I said, from a combat perspective, we're pretty much just going to wreck this guy. Not insta-kill or anything like that, but there's going to be, like, no challenge. The Grand Chamber of Alchemy. Finally confront Zola.
I've been waiting for you. Welcome, my old comrades. And my lady, Rosvita.
Sorry, we're not the allies you once knew.
Yes, how foolish of me. From the looks of it, Dr. Noah managed to save Adol and the Crimson King.
Well, what he means by that is that this is kind of a weird game when you feel about it, because half the game you're not technically playing as, well, spoilers, you're not technically playing as Adolf through, or Adol, I forgot how they keep pronouncing it. I swear they've said it differently in multiple games. I'm going to say Adol because I think that's what they say in this game. But anyway, you play as a guy called the Crimson King, which Adol gets turned into by that lady to our left, or his right, depending on how you want to view it. Stage left, even. But anyway, you find out that you're not playing as Adol, you're playing as Homunculus, his clone, however you want to go about it. And Adol's stuck in the prison the whole time. You do get to play as him a couple times, but I don't know how I felt about playing most of the game as the clone instead. Like, it makes me feel like I wasn't officially playing the hero of the game like you're supposed to. But I know this whole game seems to be kind of like an homage slash like breaking down of the character of Adol. What I mean by that is it talks about like it makes references to how he has armor from other parts of the game, from other games where he got ultimate armors, but then he loses them on the next adventure, and they make a joke about how he just somehow loses his stuff every time he starts a new adventure. But anyway, your homunculus almost dies, and to save him, you merge the two together, so you're technically Adol again, but with the memories of the Crimson King. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. It's just kind of like one of those things where I'd rather play the game always as Adol, and then this twist was like, I don't know. Anyway, it was a close call.
Yeah.
You look alright to me. Besides, I was sure that if anybody could make it through that procedure alive, it'd be you.
How can he be so cruel? He doesn't feel bad at all.
What have you been doing here for the last 15 years after you disappeared? You owe me an explanation, Zola.
Saint Rosvita. Ever since I succeeded in creating you, I thought to myself, why stop there? Shadowlord attempted to restore Glia with a homunculus army of only the elite. But he lacked ambition. Why settle for only the experiences of the living? But you, Rosvita, are my crowning achievement. A living testament to the prospects of alchemy. Imagine what we could do with all the great heroes and minds of the past. That was my vision. To amalgamate all of their combined wisdom with alchemy.
That's impossible! Papa! You can't!
How did you get all the information about these people that you needed?
Repeating what you did with Rosvita and Anemona would have taken too much time.
That is correct. I had the same concern. That is, until I found you, Adol Kristen. You not only harbor an abundance of insight from your adventures, but you've also encountered a great many exceptional beings. Among them are beings some would consider to be gods.
No. What have you done?
Through my research, I was able to extract those memories from Adol. My magnum opus is far greater than what Shadowlord could have ever dreamed. With the combined memories of the people Shadowlord and I collected in the prison, and the extraordinary wisdom etched into Adol's soul, I fused all of them into one single being. A being like the gods themselves. No, a being that is superior to the gods. Aprilis, with this god in the Grimwald Nox, all of you can be freed from this curse.
He's lost it. To think that someone could come up with something so egregious.
And tonight, with the Grimwald Nox at its peak, my magnum opus will finally be complete.
That vessel, it's filling up with blue spirits.
Wait, Zola! Is that...
Adol?
He's really gone and done it.
Its power is astonishing.
It's beautiful. O Atra, thou, born from night, I beseech thee, become the guardian of the Grimwald Nox in the god's stead.
Perish.
Was that...
What's happening out there? It appears that all of the monsters outside the fortress were annihilated.
What? In an instant?
There's no doubt about it. He wields the power of the gods.
Well, I guess the most powerful character in the game has to be Adol, right? So why not make a god version of him? Boom. Solved the mystery. Yeah, we're somehow going to beat him anyway. Like, that's a spoiler. But I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think that's kind of funny, actually, when you think about it. I think that I might talk about this during the credits, but I think there could have been there was a lot of missed potential in this game. And I still think the game's good. It's just, but I'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's not true. That's impossible.
Could it be?
This should surprise you the least, Adol. Now, none of you have any need to fight in the Grimwald Nox ever again. You can live unshackled from the curse that has plagued you all your life. Allow me to congratulate you. I am truly happy for all of you. You deserve this.
Papa. Really? But... can we really trust something this powerful?
There's no way it's that simple.
Would you prefer fighting tirelessly like you have for the past 500 years for the rest of eternity?
Well, no, but...
That is, unless you find joy in being a slave to the Grimwald Nox. Regardless, I have no further need for monstrums. I invited you here as a debt to my old friends, but it's best if you leave now.
I acknowledge that your work has allowed us to survive for so long. However, I want to find a solution that we can all believe in. And I'm willing to wait, if that's what it takes.
Aprilis!
You never change, do you? Why do you insist on suffering with them? Many people once trusted you. And many exploited you as well. This weakness was to blame for your demise, or has it been so long that you've forgotten? No matter how many times I offered you my hand, you refused to take it.
No, Zola, I
don't want to hear it. I'm tired, Rosvita. I don't want to see you get hurt anymore. I didn't spend all those years reviving you just so I could lose you again! Atra. Restrain her.
You can't!
Bastard.
There is no need.
What?
Homunculi are no longer necessary as the keepers of the Grimwald Nox. Consequently, I will dispose of them, including their leader, Rosvita.
No!
My purpose is but one. The complete and utter eradication of the source of enmity in the Grimwald Nox.
The source of enmity?
You can't mean...
The animus within Balduk is a pestilence that threatens to consume the rest of the world. To ensure its preservation, the pestilence must be cleansed.
In other words,
You're going to destroy Balduk?
It will be the catalyst of its own salvation.
All the wisdom in the world smashed together, and nobody thought this would be the verdict? With the shit I've seen, I almost don't blame him.
but this isn't right!
Zola!
You leave me with no other choice. I will see Satra's functions.
Zola! Papa!
I must eliminate all hindrances to my objective.
Zola!
You are next.
Adol?
Adol Kristen. You have not been selected to be eliminated. But if you obstruct me, I will destroy you as well.
Well then. Yeah, save the girl that likes him, even though he's gonna leave after this is all over, but I was actually gonna say something, but I'm not. Oh well, anyway, we're up for the final boss, so anyway, we have to stop him.
We have to stop him!
Yeah!
Let's go.
Understood.
It's come to this, huh? A being more powerful than the gods? I like the sound of that.
There's no way we're gonna let you destroy Balduk!
Our fates aren't the gods, and certainly not yours to decide.
Anyway, it's final boss time again. Atra Nox Billis. Oh, by the way, the same voice actor for Adol voices Atra, which is obvious, but yeah, I just thought I would point out. I think that's what I was gonna say. And with Kiryu says during the course of the game, like, you know, all his like the things he talks. He probably is my favorite character because of the way he's written. Yeah, he is the typical lone hero character, which that can get a little obnoxious depending on the character. But he does say some kind of funny things, and he points out some of the hypocrisy and like dumb and stupid things that goes on in like games like this. So it's kind of hilarious. Oh yeah, I guess I could actually utilize my powers. And you can actually swap between the characters. I don't have to play as Adol the whole time. I could swap to Credo or Yufa. Oh, I forgot to activate my ability. Whoops. I don't know. Our abilities are working pretty well. Look at his HP bar. Okay, I'm not immediately destroying him, but I'm doing a lot of damage. You know. Who knew that like one of the latest East games would have us fighting basically Adol? I was hoping you know, I almost feared that was what was going to happen. We were going to have to end up like killing the old Adol or something like that for some stupid reason. Like we were playing his clone and like, uh-oh, Adol's going crazy. We have to kill Adol. I'm like, no, don't literally kill the hero of the East series. I knew they wouldn't actually do that, but sometimes you fear about stuff like that. Let's show off his special attack. When you use a boost gauge, it hits a certain thing. Yeah, sometimes a pretty big red tornado. Why not? Right, this should be form 1, because I think he's supposed to have multiple forms.
What's going on?
Our attacks aren't doing a damn thing.
Are you satisfied, Homunculi? Soon you may finally be at peace. You have done well for the past 500 years.
Take caution.
Is this the end?
What's happening now?
You did this.
Yes, I did. I am your creator. It is truly regrettable that you were a failure. It seems I need to conduct some more tests.
Sola.
I destabilized the force keeping him together. But he's still more powerful than I anticipated. Be careful.
I am. No, it is I. I am. I still must end Nox.
What's happening to Atra? What's going on?
I couldn't fully separate all the souls that compose Atra. This must be the result of the amalgamation breaking down.
He's only barely able to keep the souls intact. He may be vulnerable in this state. Monstrum, prepare for the final assault!
Affirmative.
You know, Final Fantasy called it once its final boss back. Almost. I'm just expecting Sephiroth to start playing in the background. What's the other joke? Oh yeah, you turned into the Dalek there for a second. Anima ergastulum. Sorry, my Latin is a bit rusty. It's been for years since I've last studied that, so. Anyway, let's beat the final boss. So that's how you take damage. Okay, I gotta go to other platforms apparently. It's kind of actually this does kind of remind me of Final Fantasy VII. Actually, the whole fighting in multiple arms and stuff like that. Not that that's exactly what they were going for, but you know. Yeah, normally I take a ton of damage from those fire things, but because I'm awesome. There we go. Just keep using my one ability. Oh, come on. Alright, there's that. I guess I have to wait for him to be finished. We got any more forms, or? Oh, nope. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe I need to use a third eye or something like that. Oh. Oh, okay, I can just get that. Oh, I guess I have to jump to get that. Yeah, I guess a good thing I got that like final item. Now I don't have to worry about healing, even though I've got like a million heal items and everything like that. So. Okay. Oh, it even points out like what I'm supposed to be hitting with the triangle. Triangle is like lock on and stuff like that. So I guess I could have just pressed that to see what I had to fight. I just assumed in this fight I'd have to start using the gifts like this, where I have to, where I had to jump through. So, well, usually good boss fights usually incurs that you use abilities over the course of the game, for the, especially if you're an action platformer. Then you use every single ability you can run across to fight the final boss with. So, oh yeah, I guess I can. Oh, that must be form number 2. So I guess I got form 3 now. This almost reminds me of Dragon Guard for some reason, just the design of the women on there. Yeah, it is kind of almost anticlimactic because of how the game's still telling me how to do this ability. I know how to run up walls. Yeah, this game is definitely a bit hand-holdy, I'll admit. Oh well, that's fine, whatever. You have to appeal to the most common, most active player base and the most common base. Yeah, that's why there's so many different difficulty modes for this. There's like 5 or 6 different difficulty modes for this game. Like easy, normal. Okay, what's like that? Okay, I have to hit those. Hit all those like. I'm trying to remember what this. It kind of reminds me of like Hinduism or something like that, with like the spikes coming out. But I'm trying to remember like what deity or whatever this reminds me of. Okay, he must be resistant to this attack because. Well, I already know what the weakness is. No, I've got it. I already figured it out, Miss Doll. So you know, I've played this action RPG before. Not too bad. No, right. Yeah, I'm trying to use like the most powerful attack in the game to keep. All right, let's. This will give me a bit more attack as well as other things. Oops. Didn't expect it to like, bump me all the way down. I guess it's because I was flying, that's why it kept knocking me down to the ground. Because if you attack in midair, if you attack to, like, it'll eventually drop you down, so. Jeez, normally that would have given me, like, a lot of damage, but. I guess, I wonder if using Gift's Eye does tell you the exact one to hit. Oh, it is. Yeah, the one that's flashing means that's the one I need to smack first. If I attack any of the others, it won't do as much damage. That makes sense. Really, I was doing so much damage though that like it wasn't really affecting me that poorly to not hit the one that was required. Looks like a couple of enemies. No, okay. Now the enemy starts summoning like random monsters to help. Oh. Got a big old ball in the chest. You know what that means. Just wailing in for a hot minute. Oh, we almost got him. Then again, if I wasn't such a high level or had like ultimate equipment. Luckily I have enough attack strength to just finish off his little tentacle things. Oops. Does someone keep calling for me? I think so. Oh, nope, that's not the one. Nope, come on. Yeah, you see what I mean by like they talk too much sometimes. Come on. Oh, I don't have enough. There's no portals, or no droppy pit, so I have to wait for it to... Wow, he's like a non-entity half the time. Like, I'm just like waiting for things to happen. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Game 7. There we go. There, now we can then. Is that it? No, I think there's one more, wasn't there? Yeah. There we go. Now we're gonna hit the big glowy bit. Yeah, there's a lot of times in fights where I'll like have just her gift eye on just to see things, but that's usually if I was in out in the field and stuff like that. This should do quite a bit of damage, but it should finish him off, or at least come really close. Okay, there we go. Ah. Yep, like I said, not too difficult. Even if I wasn't at the levels, I have plenty of healing from just stuff that drops over the course of the game. I would have been able to heal myself quite often if I didn't have the HP restore items. So, because there's like healing items, there's like food you can take, or it's crazy.
Did we do it?
What was that?
That was the core of souls that Atra was comprised of. Once it lost the power keeping it fused, it shattered, and the souls began dissipating.
So is it over?
Yes, Atra is no longer a threat. That said, it means that nothing will change. We must continue fighting the Grimwald Nox as we always have.
But Balduk is safe now, at least.
And it'll stay that way, as long as we keep fighting.
I'll do my best to make sure everyone can keep living in peace. The important thing is that we'll do it together. I will do my part as well.
I'm never getting rid of you guys, am I?
Adol. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so, well, one thing, the reason why he was sad, Adol was sad, is that the curse prevents Adol from basically leaving this region, so his adventurous spirit would basically get squashed. It'd almost be a nightmare for Adol specifically. But I wonder who these souls are. Yeah, who are you?
We are souls, forged from your memories. Do you wish to free the monstrums?
With all of us here, at this moment, we can stop the Grimwald Nox together.
But without it, the enmity of the people cannot be contained. Because of this, the future of Balduk is uncertain. It may even come to pass that its people will suffer a far worse fate.
But maybe that's how things should be. What does your heart tell you, Adol?
You, of all people, should know. Choice is not always between right or wrong. The only absolute is that the choice must be made.
We'll help you make it come true, Adol. All you need to do is choose.
Thank you, I'm counting on you. They shouldn't be trapped by the past any longer. So these spirits are going to help us free the monstrums, those from our memories. I'll talk about that here in a second when it allows us to, so... thank you, I'm counting on you.
Thank you. I'm counting on you.
This is the egg of Dropnir. It is the relic that manifests Lemiris from enmity.
Please raise your sword, Adol.
Now, destroy the egg. By doing so, the Grimwald Nox will cease to exist.
I feel like this is a bit of a Deus Ex Machina because this was never set up. They talk about his memories. Basically, there's a final enemy of the game, the egg. We just have to kill it. Can we talk to the spirits? Okay, so the interesting thing about this, and I did read a little bit of head, not spoiling everything, just the last little bit. Now, there are some theories on who those spirits are, because they mentioned they're from Adol's memories. So this whole game has been kind of a reference to old Ys games, just like his stories. Like, there will be a character that mentioned something from the very first game, and then something from, like, the last game, like, especially if you listen to all the dialogue and stuff like that. So this is almost supposed to be a culmination of, like, Adol's story up to this point. So I have to look it up again. Most of it's been theories. It's never been straight out mentioned who's who. So let's see. Who's Dark Blue? Okay, Dark Blue. Apparently this is supposed to be possibly Tia from Ys 7. And then this one is supposed to be Idel from Memories of Celceta, or Kelteta, Celta, however you pronounce it. I don't remember that one story very much. And then these two white ones right here, these two clear ones, these are the goddesses Rhea and Fina from Ys 1 and 2's perspective, respectively. I remember that game, even though it's been a while since I played that. If you haven't already gotten the theme is, it's basically all these gods or powerful beings that Adol has run across during his journey. Anyway, the blue one, Cyan here, is apparently Dana from the previous game. She was a priestess from, like, I forgot how long ago in the past. She was like 1,000 years or something like that. And then this dark blue purple character, everyone thinks this is Dark Fact from Ys 1, like one of the villains you fought in that one. So I'm trying to remember what Ys game they don't reference. I think 3 is the only game that doesn't have like a god or something like that from it. But anyway, yeah, that's the supposed theory, that these are all the powerful being god entities you've ran across during the course of the game. So this is them helping you out, supposedly, or your memories. I don't know. Anyway, let's beat the final boss and end the game. Oh, I guess we just keep smacking it.
You've always been able to find it, haven't you?
You've grown so much, Adol. I'm so happy I had a chance to see you again.
No matter how perilous the path before you, you walk it undeterred.
Courage lies in all humans. After all, you freed me from my eternal fate.
Yeah, that's got to be Dana, because that sounds pretty specific. Okay.
Think of this as our gift to you, for all that you have done for us.
We'll always be watching over you, Adol. Always. Oh, Adol!
Adol! You're finally awake.
What's with you and fainting?
What happened?
Huh. Who knows what happens if the actual gods help me, or if I just somehow Deus Ex Machina our way to save ourselves. It's hard to say. I assume the gods helped you, because they said in all their games that we helped him that they would always watch over us, and the fact that the two girls, like Reina and Fina or whatever, like lusted after Adolf for the most part. You know, although it's a bit stalkery, I'll admit. But anyway, where am I?
It seems we're just outside of Balduk, though we don't know how.
Is it true you destroyed the Grimwald Nox? A strange voice told us you did.
I no longer feel the presence of the Grimwald Nox, nor any Lemiries. I want to believe that it's finally over.
Well, yeah, for the most part, so... Yeah, it is. You can say, I'm sorry I chose that for you. No, I want to have my adventures. If we don't break that, I'm stuck in this town.
Yeah.
So it's true.
I don't know what I would have chosen if I were you.
I think I might have chosen to keep the Grimwald Nox.
Me too. I don't mind having to fight, if it's to protect the ones I love.
However, then there would be no room to change for the better. Not for us, and not for Balduk.
Yeah, you might be right.
The problem with doing that, though, and saving them is that Jules, the one character, he has a body that's basically dying from disease. So without the curse, he doesn't have like a healthy body to jump into. So we kind of screwed him over.
Our final battle,
With that,
like all our other battles, ended like nothing had ever happened. After the Victory Day festival concluded, Balduk returned to normal. This was thanks to Warden Valger and Governor General Lindheim resuming their posts. The Glean Hieroglyph Knights were reinstated with a new master from the church. Things weren't exactly the same around Balduk, but little by little, it would regain its spirit. One of the changes was that the Monstrums were never seen again. With the Grimwald Nox gone, we had lost our gifts. Aprilis told us that the curse was always tied to the Grimwald Nox. There were rumors of the Monstrum's whereabouts, but they went away eventually. Maybe one day, the Monstrums will be forgotten altogether. But in the meantime...
All right, I think I'm all packed up. Perks of traveling light. I prefer bringing memories instead of stuff. You ready to go too, Adel?
Dogi, our constant companion through every single game ever since... I forgot if he was actually in East 1 or if it was East 2 where he made an appearance. But anyway, he's been with us since East 1, and they never let him join our party, ever. Like, he's always, like, in the background or helping us. And even in the games when we finally get party members, you never get to have Dogi on the team. Why not? I swear, they better in East 10 actually let Dogi join the party and, like, go and fight with us, because I'm sick of this crap. No, but, yeah, I don't know why they never let Dogi be a part of the party. He always stays back in town to help with either a base of operations or something else. But he never actually joins the party. Like in the 8th game, he runs the village while you're out adventuring. And in this game, he helps run the inn while you're gone. So it's like, yeah, I get in this game why they didn't let him join because of the story reasons, but, you know, it's still kind of annoying. So listen up, Falcom, make Dogi a party member in the 10th game, please, if you ever make it. Yeah, I've been done for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. You wanted to say goodbye to Carla and Shantae, didn't you? We can do that before we leave.
Do we have a open-ended ending where we get to talk to everyone? I think we could do that in the previous game too, actually, right before we left the island. So let's see if there's anyone to talk to. Oh yeah, there's journal entries where you can, it gives you like, their like notes about them, like what happened to them, story reasons and stuff like that. But the rest of this we'll fill out via talking to everyone at the ending here. So are we still at our level? Yep, we're still at our So technically, if I wanted to use these Tempest Elixirs for the in-game stuff, I could do that right now. So that way, when I get into New Game Plus, I'm at max level, so I can just, I wouldn't say speed run through the game, but go through the game a lot faster so I can beat it to get the final achievement. So, alright, let's see if there's anyone here to talk to. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. Upstairs we go. Oh yeah, this is the Dandelion, which is the inn bar place we were hiding out while we were trying to figure out what was going on. So.
Adol, my dear, you're not really leaving me, are you? Whatever will I do without you? But I suppose that the original intent of this bar was to help you leave.
That's why it's called the Dandelion, right? A seed that floats into the wind, onto a new journey.
That's right. I knew this day would come, so this is for the best. I suppose I'll have to hold back my tears and see you off with a smile.
At least you won't be hitting on me anymore. Jeez. No. Thank you for all you've done, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, dandelions are weeds, by the way.
We've been through thick and thin together, and we have our memories to show for it.
What are you gonna do with the bar?
I've thought about it, but I can't bear to leave her. I've grown much too fond of this place. So I think I'll keep her open. I'll save 2 seats for you at the bar, okay? When you return, she'll be even more gorgeous than you remembered.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'd like to express my gratitude as well for everything you've done for this city, Adol.
I still haven't wrapped my head around you being Cardinal Lindheim. You might be one crafty guy, but you're all right in my book.
I've always had a knack for hiding my identity.
Yeah, he's supposed to be basically he's the governor general of this city. But at the beginning of the game, they said he disappeared, and everyone's like, "Where'd he go?" And he was undercover trying to figure out this whole homunculi cloning thing, and we helped him get out when he kind of couldn't get out himself. I feel like there's way too many breadcrumbs in this game to not have another game, because I don't know if they're going to talk about it, but they talk about the Roman Empire, which is this big empire, and we run across a character that's related to it, and they say we should, if we ever run into the Emperor, we should give him a message. And I'm like, if they're ever going to make another game, I wonder if the 10th game will be at the heart of the Roman Empire, and there'll be a whole big thing about that. That'd be interesting, but who knows if they'll ever make another one. I mean, usually these games do pretty well, but anyway, let's keep going. Please forgive me for any disrespect until now.
No. There's no need for formalities. I only came to say goodbye as Parks, your old friend from the Dandelion.
I heard that when Lindheim was younger, he worked in the mines for 2 years in secret. In the entire 2 years, nobody suspected that the son of a noble was working amongst them.
I did it to understand the perspective of the people. Being imprisoned with you and escaping was an experience I'll never forget at all.
You've got more guts than the best of us. There's all sorts of characters in the Roman Empire, huh?
Now, I hate to see you leave, but we wouldn't want to keep you. I'd wager there are other people waiting to see you off.
Ah, that's right. We have to go see Carla at the Pendleton Company. Without her, the Dandelion would never have happened.
Adol, Dogi, be careful out there, okay?
We'll be wishing for your success in all your future adventures.
Yeah, you guys will never see me again because the game never has you go back. The East series has never had you go back to an old area. Maybe if they ever do like a finale for East, which I don't know, maybe they will one day, where you. But if they do that, they'll probably just do references to characters from those games and not actually have you go back to those places. But anyway, if for those who would remember, I'll never forget the day I spent at the Dandelion or the friends I found here. Goodbye, Adol Dogi. You'll always be in our thoughts and prayers. No matter how far you travel, no matter how high the bounty of the double head of yours, I'll always be on your side, and don't you forget that. Apparently his story is he used to be like a former gladiator or something like that, but they never... It kind of it touches upon that, but it never goes anywhere. It almost feel like there was supposed to be like this really major side quest that was supposed to involve that, but not really. It's kind of weird, actually. Like that, they did that a lot in this game. There was supposed to be like these extra side quests where you feel like you're supposed to go further, but then they abruptly end, and you're like, oh, okay. Wait, Kate, I thought you left without saying goodbye. Ah, sorry about that. You seem to be working hard as usual today. Obviously, who else can pick up the slack with the 2 defectors gone? This is basically a tsundere lowly character. Ugh. There's something else I need to tell you guys. You had better not make a thing out of this, okay? I have been adopted by Parks. Cool. You what? I mean, that is very interesting. This is huge for both of you, but you are rather small. And apparently she's got that one condition where she has different colored eyes for some reason. Thought you wanted to kill him. Yeah, she did. That was her sole plot. When you first met, you had nothing else on your mind except your revenge.
Are you stupid?
Just forget about that already. I'm not the same.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure if she was actually, if there was just a line or if she was saying just a random phrase.
This is just how it is, whether you like it or not. Parks wanted me to go to Sunday school too, even though I'm working at the Dandelion. He can be a thorn on my side, but I'm willing to give it a try. So you see, I am now living a life my father can be proud of because of you. So, thanks, I guess.
Hey, you can actually say thanks and be nice. Surprise, surprise.
I'll never forget you two.
Yeah, you will. Haha, right back at you, kid. And this is the, axolotl in the jar. Bonjour, bonjour, my lovely doggy and adol. Haha, bonjour, Morabon. What brings you out here?
Ho ho ho, I am very glad you asked. You see, I have an announcement. I am returning to the river. Jante will carry me like a king to the edge of the river. And now that I have fulfilled my oath to the heroes, I will bask in the sun while I watch over the people of this land as I once did.
Thank you, Morabon. The Lore River is looking at you.
Ho ho ho, that is, for I am a dazzling superstar amongst adoring fans, the fishermen of the Lure. Well, it fills me with great woe to bid you adieu. It is letting go that allows us to grow. I will always be close by at the Lure River.
Good to know. Thanks for everything, Morabon. Or Morabon, I guess so. Anyway, we get some journal entries for talking to them. So I guess you have to talk to them down a lot there. So I guess I need to make sure to talk to them before I leave so I can complete the entries. Oh, Maxim visited a few days ago. He told me to behave, gave me a pat on the head and then left. That stubborn, stuck-up buffoon never did tell me who he was. I'm a forgiving person, so I'll overlook his shortcomings for now at least. At least for me, I'll continue working here at the Dandelion. If you do get homesick, we'll all be waiting here at the Dandelion, okay? Nope, ain't happening. I was just sitting there, and I'm just rushing through this bit. You and all the Monstrums will always be under my close watch. Think of me whenever you gaze upon the Lure River. Okay. I'll just breeze past that stuff, because I only want to really do the talk to the once type of thing. To unlock the dialogue, so. Because we're already... I didn't realize it'd be a long episode. I should have, like, condensed some of my talking points a bit before heading on, so. Alright, Balduk officially at night. So let's go find all the important characters to unlock the rest of their stories. Not a lot of people out here in town this early. For us, though, it's the last look we'll get. It's been a wondering how things will go down here the second you get yourself arrested. But even after all that, it feels almost bittersweet making our exit now, huh? I wonder how long we've technically been here. Probably a couple months at least. We'll be back again someday. I had no idea what I was in for then.
Yeah.
Haha, you're telling me. I remember it like it was just yesterday. We really had ourselves a hell of an adventure this time around. Well, no, I did. You kind of had to stay back and take care of the headquarters again. Alrighty, what do you say we make our way over to the Pendleton Company? Yeah, I'm going to avoid talking to regular people just because, like I said, this is already a long enough ending as it is. And, I mean, the NPCs in this game are fine. Nothing that really stands out. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's an ongoing, like, these guys, you run across these guys multiple times throughout the course of the game. Yeah, I don't care about that. I only want to talk to main characters. What do you say we head over to the Pendleton Company for now? Okay. Yeah. At least they're not as boring. Well, it depends on how you feel about that. Usually in a lot of games, I find the NPCs to be kind of boring to talk to. I don't like it when people just say, I'm walking. And I'm like, okay, we didn't really need that. Oh, here's some main characters.
Doogie, thank goodness I caught you before you left. I thought we wouldn't make it because the professors decided to sleep in.
You'll never let me live this down, will you? Haha, thanks for coming, Silhouette, and thank you for waking up Valen. Say, you don't have your mask. That because you don't see Lemuries anymore?
That's right, the Lemuries seem to have disappeared entirely. I'm happy to finally be free of that mask and see the world as you all do.
Yeah, she had to wear... She's basically the maiden in the Iron Mask for all intents and purposes.
This was made possible by you and the other Monstrums and by the PBS service or whatever. I'll forever be grateful to you all.
And I as well, for giving my assistant another chance at life. I didn't mind the mask. It was a happy coincidence. I didn't mind the mask at all. I thought it looked too cool. Me neither. I didn't think it was strange at all. Maybe you're right. No one even cared who I was until I put on the mask. Well, it didn't make you stand out, other than the pink-colored hair. No, Scylla. Heroes are very busy people. Let's set them free now. We also must leave shortly. To go on whatever. The guy's basically a not scientist, a professor or something like that. Where are you all headed off to? We're going to visit the Nor's ruins scattered across the outskirts of Balduk. I already explored all those. I wish we could talk longer before you go, but we're in a bit of a rush. I just wanted to see you before you left. Okay, Professor, come on now. When did you start giving me commands? Not that I particularly mind. Oh, he's a beta. Haha, stow in under the lilies. We'll let you two go then. Okay, be well, you two. If we're to meet again in the future, allow me to study your adventures in my research. Yeah, that ain't happening. Help me see the real world and so much more. I can't express my gratitude enough. Idle Dogi, thank you so much. Okay. And both Silhouette and I have much to thank you for. This is goodbye then, adventure. I look forward to hearing about your exploits. Yep. Adel is actually, at this point in the game, Adel is so well known about his adventures that was actually a plot point in this game, interestingly enough. I was always wondering if that ever come to a course, but it's hard to say how, oh, this is the owl of one of the main NPCs, or side NPCs. Hey, ain't that Maxim's owl? Maxim? What, did he come from Lufia too? Or Estopolis? Guessing that means your owner's not around, huh? Krah. Oh, that was Arthur. A letter sits at Arthur's feet. To the red-haired adventurer. I've entrusted this letter to Arthur in hopes it'll find you well. In the meantime, I'm getting a head start setting on a journey of my own. That's right, I've decided to part ways from Glia with the land that both birthed and raised me. With His Majesty's Tsar left in safe hands, my duties have all been fulfilled. I no longer have any reason to stay. I don't plan on going anywhere in particular until I find that something out there waiting for me. I'll head wherever my feet may go. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday, should the fates will it so. Until then, I bid you farewell. May that passion in your soul burn ever bright. Maybe we'll meet number 10. Who knows? Haha, that Maxim looks like he beat us to the punch on this one. There goes his owl. I guess we'll go find him. Must be heading back to his owner. I'll admit it, the guy kind of had me on edge at first with how shady he looked. But he was surprisingly easy to hit it off with once you got to talking. Well, we can't stick around here forever. Let's get going. He was basically the shady business dealer type of guy, and then you find out he was actually worked for the old royalty, and yada, yada, yada. I mean, it's an interesting story. I just can't go into super detail about it, just because we'd be here all night. Like I said, the video's already going to be long as it is. I didn't realize, I forgot that there was going to be an open ending here, just because they did it in the previous game too. Before you left the island in that game, they had you talk to all the characters and everything like that. So let's see. I'm just making sure I find main characters, and if I can. Okay. Yeah, we can't go into any of the major areas. So I don't think you're a main character, are you? No. Well, I mean, there were some side quests involving you, but we're skipping you, so let's talk to these two. At all, Dogi, today is the day of your departure, isn't it? Hasn't been very long that we've known each other, but I'm going to miss you. Oh, right back at you. Oh, right, you got your hearing today, huh, Margot? Yes, that's right. I'm just about to make my way over to the Governor General's, whatever. I also plan on giving Parks a little visit afterwards. We've got some business to take care of before I give him my sentence, you see. Yeesh, could you be any more obvious? Merchants sure know how to close a deal. Speaking of business, we knights have quite a bit to handle ourselves. Put lightly, the revolt has left many in Rom with a sour impression of us. But Parks, Cardinal Lindheim, is planning to do all he can to resolve that. But I can't just leave it to him. I'll do my part to regain the people's trust after all. Organize nice, hat the bell. G.I. Joe. Between you, the bell is a freedom end, and the youth new militias in its stead. I can rest easy now knowing Glee will make it through whatever comes to pass. She used to head a revolutionary group to basically restore Glia from like Roman occupation, which that was a big. Because I think the Roman Empire was mentioned in previous games too, so I like how they put that into this game, made it an important deal, and I assume in the 10th game that'll be even more important. But anyway, we'll see if they ever make a 10th one. I can't. Yeah, I'm not coming back. I feel just the same.
Yes. I should hope so. Much of this is thanks to you, Monstrums.
We'll be putting in all an effort we can in the meantime. By the time you make your return, the city of Balduk will be better than ever. Like I said, not coming back.
As of now, the local militia is full official sanction of the Governor General.
Things should be better this time, even without me at the helm. I truly do owe you a great deal of thanks. Come back to Glia whenever you want. And in the meantime, I'll look forward to living out the rest of my golden years. Well, you are quite old. About Credo. Turn his official resignation from the NIS the other day. He's always been a bit unorthodox. Hopefully he manages to find his way in his own world. Still turning up to see you guys off is the least he could have done. Well, no helping it now. He's not the most honest with his feelings anyway. Oh yeah, there was some story bit with him that I felt like never got officially resolved. I mean, it did get resolved, but, you know, like, that happened a lot in this game when it came to, like, certain side quests and character interactions. I'm just like, okay. So you're not a main character. See, I assume I can't cross the bridge. Yep. Let's see. Oh, you're all main characters. Oh, these are the guys who impersonated us. There was a side quest about them impersonating the heroes to get rich quick. I gotta tell you, boss, your performance as the Hawk in last night's show is truly tear-jerking. Oh, they've got stage performers. I gotta work on my doll portrayal, too. That was pretty good, wasn't I? Luck must have been smiling at us when we were picked off the street as actors by mistake. We're going to real throng of adoring fans here where the Monstrums of Balduk play. It's just a matter of time before all the critics in the biz are calling us thespian legends. And we got glowing reviews like this one. I found myself laughing at them, not with them. Okay, sure. Being adored really makes me reminiscent of the days where we were regular nobodies. I'm sure his hack beats stealing. I'm with you on that one, Pack. We don't rack in nearly as much as we did when ripping people off, but I gotta say, making people happy makes me happy too. Well, you say that again, acting like that may have been a way to put bread on the table at first. But I'll be damned if this isn't the thing we were meant to do. Heh, yeah, boss. Kinda like shooting straight. Be that as it may, the guards and knights won't see it that way. We've got to lay low till they give up looking for us. The show must go on. And range can shine some sleep. The show must go on. Always and forever, boss. I don't know if they'll actually recognize us. Well, what's up, red hair? Is it the Crimson King? No, I am not the Crimson King anymore. Wait, guys, I think he has some Catarup chump? Phew, you guys really had me going for a second there. Pull yourselves together, alright? Oh, are they monster imposters? I mean, you're about. Can't imagine what compelled them to do it. It looks like they're turned over a new leaf. We didn't really have to do much. I mean, we released them from prison, but... Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can... How far we can leave out until we can go for... Okay. Yeah, Pendleton Company. Okay. Let's see. That is... Oh, Margaret. She was a side quest. We had to give her all these azure petals, which is probably... and when she talked to you as if she knew you, which it's assumed that either Fina... one of the goddesses from the first or second game was actually talking to you through the azure petals, I believe. Or it could have been Dana, but I doubt that. I had this guy with blue hair collecting azure petals for me until recently. But get this, they all just disappeared at the end of the Victory Day Festival. Yeah, because the plot's over. It was the worst luck ever, but then as I was sulking in bed, I dreamt of this guy with crimson hair and clothes saving me from my nightmares. I don't really know what any of it means, but it made me feel really happy somehow. Wait, why am I telling you all this? You have anything else to say? I'm gonna hang out a little while on before I get my morning walk. It's too bad the azure petals disappeared, but I'll just have to find some new fortune. Yeah, I guess there was a thing about them giving you luck or something like that. You just regular peril. I don't care about you. Oh, it's the a hero got turned into a Roki animal, and the sexy thief doctor.
Rusty!
Hey, ho there, Rusty and Dougie. Seems like you boys are on your way out.
Sure am. Sure goes for you two. For the looks of it. Kind of shame though, coming all this way just for a treasure to slip out of your hands.
Well,
and since it was in the Nox, the only way is a no-go now, thanks to a certain someone. All that work for nothing. You could at least ask me for a second opinion.
Haha, doctor joke.
Dooley Valley, ever the way dame this one? Who cares anyway? I already told you about the next trove we're going for.
You two made one odd couple. Wah wah. Travelers. Oh, I guess we ain't one stock.
Well, Xavier did let me in on another secret treasure from 500 years ago. And since this one never became a myth, it's bound to be still untouched. New riches to be found, new thrills to be had. Why wouldn't I go after it?
And after meeting you, Rusty, I'm bustling to see what these adventures are all about. That's why I figured I'd take up escorting the fair dame here on her journey. My days at Xavier, the Holy Swordsman, may have come to an end, but I know my compatriots of yours will watch over this land for ages to come.
Yeah, he got like the main villain Zola basically turned him into this, but so I guess he didn't technically get his happy ending, but yeah, whatever. I always thought that said I'll forget you someday. I'll never forget you.
And you make sure you give up my regards to the next Rue you meet.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember what the last game was. I think in the previous game you met a Rue, but they didn't talk in that one. I think they've been in most of the games now that I think about it.
From now on, I'm going to live out the rest of my life as a Roo. Heh, I wouldn't been able to go on this expedition without your help, Rusty. Might be able to go, maybe go in our separate ways, but always be my pal. Alright. I'll see you around someday, Adol. Our time together is thrilling in more ways than one. As for you, Xavier, I'll be counting you to guide me to the treasure. Though if we don't find it, I can make a tidy sum selling you off to a carnival instead.
Cease your glib jest, woman! You're scaring me!
Okay, that's kind of funny. Yeah, we're not going to go in there yet. I'm just seeing if there's any other buildings we could run into. Oh, okay. Can't go into the church. Let's see. You're not important. You're a random dude. Let's see. Anyone over here? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Those are... Oh, that's my blacksmith and his little sister. So yeah, let's talk to them. Adol Dogi, good morning.
No, it's not. Why do you guys have to leave so early?
Huh, not much of a morning gal, eh? Sorry about that. And you must be the guy taking Tito on as apprentice, yeah? That's right. I'd forget I'd come and see you off. And thanks for taking care of the kids here.
It's like having a whole bunch of parents all at once.
Sure, lady. You guys saved us from the brink, and that's no joke. If it weren't for you, we'd never have moved past that what happened with Dad. So thanks, guys, for everything. I always have nothing but respect for all of you, now and forever. I'll be rooting for you. Play nice with Archie now, okay? Or Ark. I don't know. Right, I'll try my best. We both will.
Okay.
Bye, Adol. Bye, Dogi. Have a nice trip.
For sure. You two take care, all right? Oh, yeah, there was a really weird thing about her dialogue. When she sells stuff, she says okay. And it never the inflection of it is weird because when you sell stuff back to back to her, so like, okay. It's really annoying. Don't worry, I'll take care of Tito. Hope you guys have a nice trip wherever you're going. Who knows? I'll be out at work honing my skills at Master Burling's apprentice. Then one day I'll help this town too, at the Monstrums, but with smithing. You won't even recognize me when I'm through here. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll never see you again. I'll be taking full responsibility for Tito and Archie from the way out. Don't worry, I'll make sure that the boy turns a full-fledged craftsman. I think we taught everyone that we could. That was important. There's probably a few side characters inside the Pendleton Company. I'm just trying to think if we missed anything on the way there. Oh, I wonder. Oh, yeah, we can't use our powers anymore. So, actually, why is that one highlighted? Oh, we probably have to go there on the way because those are highlighted, which means at some point we'll have to talk to those people. So, I might split this up into 2 episodes depending on how things go. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because I didn't realize it would take that long. I should have just saved it before the final boss, but oh well.
Adol! Dogi!
Thank you both for coming.
Didn't know you'd be here too, Krisha.
Carla told me that you'd be stopping by. I, wanted to say thank you one last time. Not long ago, I thought that I'd have to be a monstrum for the rest of my life. But you freed us from the Grimwald's Nox, Adol.
Well, I am awesome, so. It's all you. All I did was make an opportunity. It's all you from here on out, lady.
Right. I'll make you proud.
So, how are you adapting? You've all returned to your original non-homunculus bodies, right?
Yes. Except for Anemona, of course. But thanks to Dr. Noah, I feel perfectly normal. Well, there is the little problem of all my old memories getting jumbled up. But we've all decided to look to the future, instead of dwelling on the past.
Yeah, that's a good outlook.
I didn't want you to leave worrying about us. Hey, that's weird. I don't want to say goodbye at all. Can't you stay with me a little longer?
Sorry, gal. There's like multiple goddesses who are in love with me, and they would be quite jelly if I stood with a regular human girl. So, you know, it's not you, it's me. It's not you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, every game usually has that like one character that one female character that falls for Adol, and I think there are quite a few of them. In the 7th, or it was like East for the PS2. I think that was E7. One of them was chasing after him from a previous game that was still following around. Anyway, Yeah, I don't know what to say actually. Kind of creepy.
I thought you said you didn't want him to worry, Krisha.
Carla.
Besides, Adel's already done enough for us. Let's not make him do any more. I'm sure that Adel and Dogi have more people they have to see before they go.
I know, but...
I never thought Krisha would take to you so well, given how shy she used to be. On behalf of all of us at Pendleton, thank you for everything you've done. Krisha told me what had happened. You're a hero, Adel.
Well, like I said, I'm a hero every time. Apparently, I'm such a hero that the Roman Empire kind of hates me in a weird sense because I keep causing trouble, apparently. Yeah. I've caused as much trouble as I've solved.
No. That's true, you know. It was Adel's history that started this mess.
You may have a point, but it was my honor to have helped you, nonetheless. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
The Grand Line's what held us together.
Thank you.
Shantae's the one who did all the heavy lifting. Though it's unfortunate a business partner as promising as you is departing. Whenever you decide to return to Balduk, you'll always be welcome at Pendleton.
We might just take you up on that.
Thank you so much, Adel. Please, come back to Balduk one day. I'll be waiting for you.
Stay well, Adel, and safe travels.
If there is a final game, it would probably be Adel sacrificing himself for either that or being taken to the gods to be wooed by all the ladies there, so... I don't find myself so afflicted when bidding farewell to business partners. Goodbye, Adel. I look forward to hearing of your adventures.
Adel!
Always remember the days we all spent together. Adel, Dogi, stay well, okay? Yep, sorry, gal. This man's got to roam the plains for all eternity. Because that's even a running joke throughout the whole game, is that Adel is so adventure-struck that it's almost obsessive. He can't help himself every time. It's like, if there's like a dungeon to go to or a treasure to be found, he's like, ooh, neat. You know, and he goes after it, and everyone makes fun of him with just how obsessed with him. So it kind of gives Adel a bit more of a character than silent protagonist. So I don't mind it too much. Like I said, this is the game of referencing old adventures.
At last, I finally found you. Where have you been hiding?
Doesn't she work for the Roman Empire? What does she do again?
She's a paranormal investigator. And she was also an interrogator, too. The investigator, who you think is going to be like this person who's going to be on your butt the whole game, ends up being kind of a joke, actually.
Yeah.
So you've uncovered my top secret assignment, have you? I will admit there may have been some truth to your statements from the interrogation. Though I was reluctant to acknowledge it. But now that I have, I realize that you're even more dangerous than I thought. Now you will come quietly back to the prison with me. What?
Adel, show her what Parks gave you. This is one of those times it would come in handy, right?
Adel retrieved a piece of parchment from his shirt and unfolded to show Ingrid. I assume it's like a absolved of all crimes or something like that.
What's this? An adventuring charter?
By the authority vested in me as Governor General, I do by endow the bearer of this document, Adel Kristen, full entitlement to engage in the free exploration of the Glia, Erdlington province in his capacity as an adventurer, Cardinal Lindheim.
This is unmistakably Cardinal Lindheim's handwriting. How in the world did a reprobate like you get your hands on this? More importantly, when did Cardinal Lindheim return? And what of Shadowlard and the others?
You're really behind what's going on.
You really have no idea? The Cardinal's been back as the Governor General for a while now. As for Shadowlard, he's gone. So the Hieroglyph Knights are restructuring.
Preposterous. I haven't seen any reports since I escaped the Hieroglyph Knights and hid underground.
Guess she wouldn't know. She's been under a rock. Literally. speaking of, I don't mean any offense, but, you kinda stink.
For all I know, you may very well have forged this letter. I must confirm its legitimacy with the Cardinal at once.
What? Hey!
Listen here, Adol Kristen. If I learn you forged this letter, I'll have you imprisoned once more. You stay right there until I come back.
She's persistent, I'll give her that. But we should probably get going before Deputy Crazy gets back. If we go now, we shouldn't have any problems leaving through the front gate.
Yeah. Good thing. Too bad she, yeah, too bad with everything with her. But she is hot, so there's that. Anywho. Alright, let's go to, I guess, the next part of town. Or back the way we... No new people have popped up since then, right? No. And yeah, some new stuff updated. So, yeah, okay. Just head back. I assume there's some other people we'll talk to, because it didn't show off... unless you can actually teleport to those locations. No, okay.
Adol!
Ah, good. It seems we've caught you just in time.
Jules. And Dr. Noah. I'm sorry, Jules. You can't walk anymore after losing your gift, right?
Yep, I got the short end of the stick. My original body has the same disease too. Maybe I'll find a way to restore the Grimwald Nox so I can have my gift back.
Well, yeah, it's kind of sucks for him, because it's like he's the only one who basically got the short end of the stick for all intents and purposes, so... Well, at least you kept your humor.
Well, it beats being a wet blanket about it.
Good old Jules.
Oh, I have a message from Anamona for you. She said, "Thank you for everything. Let us meet again."
No frills, straight to the point. That's Anamona for you.
Despite how concise the message was, she did appear sad you were leaving. In any case, I believe the choice she made was for the best. Sola was generous enough to perform one final procedure for her.
Ah, I get you. So, what's the plan for the Noahs?
About that.
We found a lead on Jules' disease.
A disease at 500 years old? Surprise, surprise. So, so it's curable after all?
Maybe. The research documents that Zola left behind give me hope that it can. I don't expect him to be cured immediately, but I'm sure we can slow its progression. In fact, he's already doing so well, he insisted on coming to bid you goodbye.
Hey, that's great news, Jules.
Well, I'm not out of the woods yet. We still don't know if I can be cured completely. So, you two really are leaving.
Yeah. I'm sad to say bye too, kiddo.
Are you going to continue your adventures then, Adol? Hey, if I can walk again someday, do you think I could come to visit you?
Yeah, except we'll never see you again, but sure, or you'll be dead.
Yeah. Just wait. I'll catch up to you someday. Then you can tell me about all the new things you two have seen on your adventures.
You got it. We'll tell you so many stories, you'll be begging us to stop. In the meantime, make sure you record your own adventures in that notebook of yours. Then we can swap stories next time we meet. Right, Adol?
Why do I feel like his stories are gonna be nowhere near close to like what we fought like gods and primordial beasts of ancient lore, you know. What has he got? I tripped today? Anyway, yeah, I have to keep adventuring then. Yep, keep adventuring.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Adol the Red.
Adol, Dogi, thank you for everything you've done for our family. Jules, Pamela, and I wish you the best on your journey.
We appreciate that. You've done plenty for us, too.
Thank you, both of you, and take care.
Right back at you, Jules. All right then. Time to go, Adel.
And the people we haven't run across are Yufa, Aprilis, and Credo yet. We'll probably run across them as we leave, I assume.
Would you look who it is?
Looks like we just made it.
We've got ourselves an entourage. Did you all come to say goodbye?
Yeah, both of you have done so much for all of us. The least we could do was send you off in kind. My coworkers also send their regards. Oh, they covered for me at the Coliseum so I could come say goodbye.
Your boyfriend here's a keeper, Yufa.
Boyfriend?
When are you two gonna make it official already?
Go! I'm sorry about that. Ood! Cut it out!
That's the Gamberg family for you. Felix has got his work cut out for him.
Thank you for everything, Adol. And for all you've done for our sister, especially.
Your sister's the one who's gotten us out of more scrapes than we can count.
I don't think so, but, well, she did have the power attack move, which we had to get through certain things because of that, so I guess she was required. Yeah, thick and thin. Yeah, thick and thin, best ally.
Did I really?
She's fun to tease, too.
Look! Yufa's blushing!
Hey, you two! What did I just say? I haven't even said goodbye to Adol yet. Well, now it's too quiet.
Hurry it up, woman! Adol's busy, you know.
Ood. Adol, I love this city, just as my mother and father did. And I'm glad I can continue living here with my siblings. So thank you for that. For giving us the push we needed. The wounds we've suffered may never heal completely. But I'll keep my head up and smash through every wall that holds me back. As long as we're all smiling, it'll give Mom and Dad a reason to smile down on us too. I'll follow your example, Adol, and keep looking toward the future.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess she was one of the better party members. I mean, she did have great assets. You know, like an axe and her attitude. What do you think I meant? I hope that both of you are happy together.
Yeah. Wait. Both of us?
You kids take care too. Don't give your sister too much trouble. You hear?
We'll do our best, Dogi.
Bye-bye, Adol.
Don't be strangers, okay?
Best of luck on your travels, both of you.
We'll miss you. But don't look back, okay? We'll never forget you two.
Neither will we.
Yeah, the whole Felix and her thing was basically childhood friends, that type of thing, and then, you know, she never wanted to go forward with it, but you know that they are, yada, yada, yada. So, typical trope there. I want to go on adventure too, but I also want to stay with everyone. So go to lots of adventures for me, okay? Okay. Oops, didn't want to talk to you again. Don't care about you, kid. Yufa's in good hands. Don't worry, we'll make sure to push things along with Felix too. I think Felix already knows what's going on, but at all, Dogi, thank you for everything you did for us in Yufa. I'll never forget you two. I wish you the best of luck. You've told me about everything that happened. She told me about the raging bull that saved me at the Coliseum too. I gotta work hard so I can protect her too. Well, she doesn't have her powers anymore, so I wonder if she's physically as strong anymore. Probably not, but well. By the way, I'm gonna continue working at the Dandelion. Things might change, but the Dandelion will always be a place you can call home. So we'll keep it nice and warm for whenever you two decide to come back, okay? Anyway. Yeah, I think the only person we haven't talked to yet is Aprilis and and Credo, which he might do the whole lone wolf thing and talk to us at the last second. Let me look at the journal, make sure all the people, because we're supposed to get it by the end of the game. So unless I'm supposed to talk to someone, yeah, I don't have his thing. I wonder if I'm supposed to like talk to, actually maybe Credo, get it from Credo, or maybe I have to talk to like one of the random people. That's got to be story based because I've unlocked everyone else's by just talking and everything like that. Yeah, see, I haven't unlocked his, so unless one of these guys mention it. Oh, or give me the word you're free to pass. Oh. Maybe I should talk to everyone before we leave just to make sure I unlocked all that. Actually, I think it's supposed to... Actually, if I think I remember correctly, it's supposed to happen like right before... like right at the very end or something like that. See, yeah. You know, I'm just gonna go. Let's see what happens. If not, I can always reload and do it again. Or I can do it through a New Game Plus mode.
Battle Kristen! Uh-oh. Here comes the warden.
Kyle Hubert. I mean, that's the guy's voice anyway. Do you still need something from us?
Yes. I mean, no. I owe you my thanks. So, I take it you're leaving? Yeah, that's the plan. Good. That might be for the best. What do you mean? After everything that's happened, the Imperial military's on their way from Rom. A relatively new Paranormal Investigation Division is also involved. Whew, they don't waste any time, do they? You know Ingrid, don't you? She's actually a highly ranked officer in the Imperial Army. She used her connections to request additional support from the Roman military. No idea how she managed to report on all those events while she was in hiding, though. I heard the two of you were the primary suspects in the investigation. Come on, can't we catch a break? I am a Roman soldier, so if they require it, I will be obliged to aid them. Anyway, I thought I'd give you fair warning.
Yeah, got it. We'll get a move on. Yeah. Gotta get out of here. Next adventure, please.
Might be in your best interest. Stay sharp. Until we meet again, Adel Kristen.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, that's it. Okay, Debonair Socialite for maximizing everyone's notes and everything like that. Most of it is just like basically a recall of like what we learned over the course of the game, you know, little details and stuff like that. So, what was this final one? Both pursue. Okay, yeah, it's just basically a brief overview of what we just learned about them, simplest form. So, all right, let's leave the town and watch the credits roll, I guess.
Looks like there's one more person waiting for you.
Heading out, Adel? Now that the Grimwald Nox is gone, the people's fate rests in their own hands. There's a possibility of a far more disastrous war or calamity in the future. That being said, you all risked your lives to pave this new path for Balduk. Now it's our responsibility to ensure it leads to the future this city deserves.
I don't know if it deserves it, but you'll all just be fine.
Yeah. I appreciate the sentiment. We can do no less as the people who live upon this land. You are kind, Adel Kristen. You are also steadfast. Do you remember when I told you I wished the Monstrums didn't have to fight anymore? It was right before our final battle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Aprilla's basically her character arc, because she's basically Joan of Arc, for all intents and purposes. I witnessed a rare sight that day.
Yeah.
Teasing me now, are you? I had a feeling, Adel, from the moment I met you in the prison, that you would be the one to spark the change that I could only dream of. But I always reserved my expectations, and yet, you exceeded them anyway. Thank you for freeing the Monstrums. This is the first moment in a very long time that I myself have felt free.
What do you gotta do with your life? Just hang out? Well, what will you do now?
Then...
I'm sure you've spent your life living for the sake of others. Though, I guess I'm not one to talk. But hey, it might be good for you to take some time to yourself for a change.
Interesting. I can do that now, can't I?
Huh. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's definitely something to get used to. Adol, thank you again for everything. Though it pains me to see you go, I'm glad for you all the same. Goodbye, Adol.
So, where to next, Adol? If you want to stay on the road, we can head towards Garmin. Or if you're pining for the sea breeze, we could take a trip overseas to Bratai.
Who knows? I think we've already had enough from seas from the previous game, being stuck on an island for like half a year or whatever. Wherever the wind takes us, my friend.
You really took that dandelion thing to heart, huh? By the way, I've been meaning to ask. You've been on the road for a while now. You ever think about settling down anywhere?
But then there will be no more adventures or games, so he has to have Wanderlust. Maybe, who knows?
Come on, you're killing me, Adol. Well, no sense stopping now. The road suits us better, after all. We made a lot of great memories here, with a lot of great people. Wherever the next destination may be, I hope we meet more folks like that again. Hey, Adol. Look.
No, and that's it. That's the end of the game. And we watch the credits roll as Adol and Dogi go off to another adventure. Who knows where? A big city, a forest. It's hard to say. But what can I say about East 9? I thought it was a good game. Falcom usually does a pretty good job with their games. They're usually pretty good for action, adventure, you know, a decent story, great music. Like usually most of the Falcom games have fantastic soundtracks. I don't know if it's the same guy every single time or same group, but they usually knock it out of the park. I think I liked the previous game's soundtrack a little bit better than this one, but this one was pretty good too. It had some really good soundtrack, especially like the opening, you know, the happy moments, the dour moments, and the action scenes and stuff like that. Oh, it looks like they cured him apparently because now he can walk. So this is all that happens off screen. Because yeah, we're never gonna go to this town ever again. So you know, you have to kind of wrap it up. You have to leave it open for the reality of the world, like, you know, oh, maybe we'll see each other again. But oh yeah, one thing I thought was interesting about this game is it kind of ties up, or kind of like not ties up, it kind of like puts in perspective like how long the games have been and everything like that. Apparently by the time this of course they got married. So apparently by the time that we beat this game, it's been like 7 years since Adol first went on his adventure and ran into the goddesses in the first game. So it's only been 7 years in his world. So he's got to be in like his like late 20s or something like that by this point. Or I think he was supposed to be 18 or something like that in this game. So yeah, he's like 25, something like that by this point in the game. So yeah, plenty of adventure to go. So no reason to have the guy just settle down. And there's Credo. I guess he became a mercenary or something like that. Went off to his own adventures. Yeah, I thought this game was good. Like I said, I think I liked the last game a little bit better. But East 9 did add a lot of interesting. They changed the story up quite a bit, and I do like the fact that they make a lot of references to the previous game. So it's almost like this game was supposed to be kind of a culmination of previous games. You know, like the references at the end with the egg, and you meeting basically the gods or the strong beings that you helped in previous games. So I don't know if that means it'd be the final game they make, but it kind of tied up a lot of things. And I like the references to previous games, so those who played the previous games will get all the references if they do have those. Now, apparently Anemona got a body. Apparently, oh yeah, they did say something about how her master, before he died, I guess, was able to... Either that or I assume he died, which I don't even know how he was able to stop the bad guy because he got a sword stuck in his back. But anyway, apparently she was able to get a real body, so... There's a Prillis, yeah, Joan of Arc. She got burned at the stake like 500 years ago or something like that. And then, yeah, this whole game was all about clones and homunculi and stuff like that. So, good thing they didn't use the Alchemist version where it's equivalent exchange, but otherwise that would have been a lot worse. But yeah, this game just seemed to be kind of a fan service game overall. There's a Prillis. Oh, I guess he survived the Zola or whatever. Okay, I don't know how you survived that, but I assume that's him in the chair. Oh yeah, Zola, the main villain, was in love with the Prillis 500 years ago when she got burned at the stake. He went crazy trying to resurrect her, that typical thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure what else to really say. Like I said, the game had great, the game was, gameplay was great because, they'd been doing this for quite a while, so action was fluid, easy to do. It never got complicated. Doing most of the abilities and attacks were easy to activate. It wasn't anything complicated like other games try to do. And there was just enough abilities and combos and ways to customize your character to keep it interesting for the most part. It did get a little repetitious by the end when you get so powerful that doesn't matter, but that's with any game, especially a game with RPG mechanics in it. Let's see. The only problem I have with this game is I feel like with the whole cloning and homunculi, and one of the big plots was Adol Christian's memories being cloned, or being taken from him and made to reality because of some weird alchemist stuff. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity to allow previous bosses to make appearances because from his memories, so you could, and there technically was the primordials, but all the other enemies were just generic. Well, I don't know if I'd say generic, but just basic, like either bug or primordial looking. But they could have brought back like Darkfact and all these characters, but just clone versions of them from our memories. Oh, and the picture updated to adding him in there as the Monstrum. So, yeah, the previous picture was the heroes of old from 500 years ago, and that's Adol added to the mural. East 9, Monstrum Nox, the end. To be continued in Adol's next book. Well, I hope they make another game, because I do like this series. I'll admit there are a couple of the games in this series I haven't played. Let's see, I played 1 and 2. I played 3 a long time ago, but I don't remember it. I think they redid that game a few years ago. So I could play that one. I don't remember 4. I'm trying to remember all the ones I played. I know I played most of them. There's like 1 or 2 of them. I think it's like the 5th game or something like that. I don't know what the one on the PS2 East, I think that was East 7, but I could be wrong. But so I didn't get every single reference in this game, but I looked up some of them just to get into it. But yeah, if we save it, we can save it in a new file, basically our clear file, and we can pull that up to do Nightmare mode if we want to unlock that. We also unlock a few things by doing clear mode. I can show you before we call it, even though this is already a super long episode. Oh, and the intro changes too. So in the beginning it was the Prillis just like, all moody on a rock. Now it's just her gun on her, I guess her grave or something like that. But yeah, we get time attack mode, which allows us to basically, I think you can Time attack. In this mode, you can fight any boss that you've already encountered and try to beat your record time. Press square to switch between different play modes. Clear times will be recorded for each difficulty and play mode. Yeah, we have to beat like one of them in like 15 seconds or something like that, and then the other one was we had to beat a boss without taking damage, I think. And then there's one where we have to beat all the bosses without being defeated, if I recall. Characters and equipment are predetermined for each boss, but you can press open to that to change allies, and then yeah, we can play all the different creatures. Most of the creatures are pretty easy to fight. I guess trying to get one without being damaged would be a little bit difficult because I always like to browbeat certain enemies. And yeah, you can do 2-person, 1-person, whatever. I'm trying to think which one was actually the hardest that I almost got close to dying at, because it was probably the earlier bosses, just because you usually don't have a lot of options for healing at that time, so you had to. Actually, I think it was this boss. I think this one boss almost did kill me because I didn't have a lot of healing items dropped at the time. So usually it is the first boss in a lot of games, and yeah, then we can do the full boss rush and everything like that. Yeah, and then we can do the different difficulties or whatever. Or yeah, I guess Lunatic's the crazy mode. Luckily, to get all the achievements, we just had to beat Nightmare mode in the main game for that. But Lunatic's supposed to be crazy. It's supposed to be like everything does like double damage to you and stuff, crazy stuff like that. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed Ys 9. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I would suggest if you like action games, pick it up, or if you're a fan of the Ys series, pick it up. Obviously, it might be hard to get into because if you haven't played the previous ones, but they do make references, and it's not like that big a deal because they like kind of explain little things during the game for those who didn't. Like, I didn't have to play some of the ones in the middle, and I still got the gist of the game. But I'd played these games since they first came out way back in the, oh god, what was the system that had this on? Not Genesis. God, what was it? Was it Genesis that had the first one, other than the PC Engine? I don't even remember anymore. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed Ys Nox, the indie game. I hope it made you think about maybe picking it up for yourself. I think it's a very solid title for those who want action adventure, and quite a long play time. You get quite a bit of time in this. I think you could easily get like 20 hours out of this the first time playing it. Obviously after beating it, maxing out your levels, you can go through it a lot faster, but at least 20 plus hours for it. So anyway, I'll leave it up there and listen to this nice music here, and leave you off with a good note. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.